talk about email and its features. Millions and millions of computers with internet access communicate with each other round the clock. Internet has transformed the entire world into a global village by providing numerous ways to interact and communicate. One of the most popular ways of communicating is email that is discussed in detail in this chapter. Email stands for electronic mail. It is a facility on the internet to send and receive messages anywhere around the world in real time. It works like conventional correspondence, but it is instant and convenient. The best part of email is that a single mail can be sent to a number of persons at a time. We can attach photos, videos, or important data along with our message. These extra files are called attachments. Email account. In order to use the email facility on the internet, first we have to create a personal email account. We have to select a username, email address, and provide a secret code password along with our particulars like name, address, date of birth, etc. There are many websites on the internet which provide us with the facility of free email accounts. The popular sites are www.gmail.com, www.yahoo.co.in, and www.rediffmail.com. Students, do you know that Paul Bouchet created Gmail and it is owned by Google? What is an email address? An email address consists of a username and a domain name. A username is the name of a person's account by which the server identifies him on the website, whereas a domain name is a unique name that identifies a website on the web. Whenever we create an email account, we get an email address on which people send their mails. Every email account is associated with a unique email address, which means that no two individuals in the world can have the same email address. Username @ domain name. Creating an email account. Let us understand how to create an email account and get our email address. Connect to the internet. Open the website www.gmail.com. Click on the Create Account link and proceed to the next page. A registration form will appear. Fill the registration form, choose a username and password. Accept the agreement. An email account gets created if all the entries have been filled properly. After creating an email account, it can be used to send and receive emails. To use the email account, one must log in with a username and password. The login or sign-in system of different mail accounts may differ, but they all have the identical features. Students, let's know more. Hotmail was one of the popular email sites. It does not exist anymore, and all the Hotmail accounts have been transferred to Outlook.com. However, one can still use one's existing Hotmail.com address to access the email account. Inbox. It displays information about all the received mails. Each message header displays the sender name, subject line, time, and date when the mail is received, and sometimes the size of the message too. To read any mail, click on it. The mail will be displayed in a new window. Students, let's know more. When you receive an attachment, your inbox summary line usually indicates this with the paperclip icon on the right. After opening the message, you click on the attachments icon. Compose or write mail. To compose a mail, one has to click on the Compose option or any other similar option. It will open a new window with the following components. 2. Here we can type the email address of the person to whom we want to send the email. CC. In this field, one can specify the addresses of the persons to whom one wants to send a copy of the mail. The email addresses mentioned in this field are visible to all the recipients of the mail. It stands for carbon copy. BCC. It is also used to send a copy of the mail to several people, but the email addresses mentioned in this field are not visible to the recipients of the mail. BCC stands for Blind Carbon Copy. Subject. It is a brief description of the mail, which gives an idea about the message. Message. You can type the message just like a normal letter with greetings, one or more paragraphs, and your name at the bottom. You can also format the text using the available features. Sending email. After composing an email, click on the Send button. The mail will be sent to its recipient or recipients. Students know the fact the first ever email was sent by Raymond Samuel Tomlinson in 1971. Let me explain you about attaching a file. Email provides the facility to attach files for high-speed delivery anywhere in the world. Attaching a file to an email is an easy way to send important documents or files, which can be photographs, videos, music, letters, or text. To attach a file to an email, follow these steps. Click on the Attach a File icon on the toolbar at the bottom of the Compose window. The Open dialog box will appear. Browse through your files and select the file you would like to attach. Click on the Open button. The file gets attached to your mail. Now click on the Send button. Always remember, you cannot send executable files or messages larger than 25 MB as an attachment. Nowadays, Internet provides some emerging technologies that enable us to transfer files beyond 25 MB. Some of the most popular services are WeTransfer and SendSpace. WeTransfer. WeTransfer is a free online file transfer service that enables you to send files up to 2 GB from one system to another. Both the sender and the recipients are required to have an email address to transfer the files. The recipients receive the file through mail. Follow the given steps to transfer the file. Open the link www.wetransfer.com. Click on the Add Files button and select the files from the Open dialog box. Add the recipient's email address in the Friends email text box. Add your email address in the Your email text box. Type a message in the Message text box if required. Click on the Transfer button. The recipients will receive a mail containing the files which can be easily downloaded. Students, let us understand how to reply and forward email. The reply option is displayed when we open any email. It is used to reply to a received email. Click on the Reply button, type in the text, and then click on the Send button. The Forward option is used to send any received mail to other email addresses. Students, let us find out how to add a signature to a mail. A signature is a bit of personalized text, such as contact information or a favorite quote that is automatically inserted at the bottom of every email you send. To create a signature, follow these steps. Click on the Settings icon in the upper right corner of the window and select the Settings option. Locate the Signature section and enter your signature text in the box next to the Signature field. Click on the Save Changes tab. Okay, let us talk about managing contacts. Address book. Once we start using email, our contact list also grows gradually, and it is beyond the capacity of a person to remember the email address of each contact. Fortunately, every email program provides an address book where we can store the email addresses along with contact details such as phone number, address, birthday, anniversary, etc. To add a contact, follow the steps. Click on the Contacts option present under the Gmail tab. The Contact Preview window appears. Click on the Add New Contact button present at the bottom right corner of this window. Type the contact's name and click on the Create button. The Edit Contact form will open. Add the contact information in the respective fields of this form and click on the Save button. Groups. We can create groups wherein we can club and store similar types of contacts. Example, family with email addresses of family members, friends with email addresses of friends, office with email addresses of office colleagues, etc. Creating groups of email contacts is very easy and interesting. Click on the Contacts option present under the Gmail tab. The Contact Preview window appears. In the left pane, click on the Groups option and select New Group from the drop-down menu. A New Group dialog box appears. Enter the new group name in the provided space. Click on the Create Group button. You will find the new group added in the left pane. To add contacts in that group, click on the Add Person button. Once a group is formed, you can easily send mails and share documents in it with multiple people at the same time. Alright students, let us talk about log out or sign out. Click on the Sign Out button once you have finished reading or sending the emails. This option brings you out from your email account. It is a good practice and quite important to sign out of your email account, keeping in view the security perspective. If you are always signed in, any miscreant can interfere with your account settings and can also send abusive messages to the members of your contact list in your name, thus misleading the recipients. This can land you in deep trouble. Students, let's know more. A strong password consists of at least 8 characters that are a combination of letters in both uppercase and lowercase, numbers and special symbols as allowed. Okay students, let us take a recap of this chapter. Internet is defined as a network of millions of computers connected to each other worldwide through telephone lines or cables. A threat can be described as a possible danger to the computer's security. Netiquette is defined as a special set of rules that govern the behavior of a user while communicating online. Email is a facility on the internet to send and receive messages anywhere around the world in real time. An email address consists of a username and a domain name. WeTransfer is a free online file transfer service that enables you to send files up to 2 GB from one system to another. A signature is a bit of personalized text that is automatically inserted at the bottom of every email you send. When you receive an attachment, your inbox summary line usually indicates this with a paperclip icon on the right.